Hi, I'm Beckett. Today we're going to be talking about the Yonex EZONE 98 2020, endorsed by hothead Nick Kyrgios and Grand Slam champion Naomi Osaka. Alright, first things first, let's get into specs. So, the specs on this racket sit in another extremely competitive group. That's 305 grams and a 98 square inch head. A friendly 313 swing weight. It's got a 315 millimeter balance point from the handle up, and it's got a lovely 63 RA stiffness. This racket also features a very balanced 16-19 string pattern. Now this racket features a variable beam width, meaning just above the handles here, the thickness is 19 millimeters, and as you progress up the racket, it goes to 24 millimeters. Now, that's very common in a lot of modern rackets to have a variable beam width. It allows you to really control what points of the racket you want to feel stiffer to give you a very dialed in response. Now, what are the main differences between this version, the 2020, and last year's EZONE 98? One thing I really couldn't stand about the previous version is the hoop was super stiff. It felt jarring. It hurt my wrist. This racket has completely eliminated that kind of feel. The feeling throughout the string bed is consistent. It's sweet. It's smooth. Anywhere you hit it, you're going to get that classic solid Yonex kind of feel. Now in terms of head shape, the last one was a little bit more isometric, so a little bit more square. This one is rounder, much similar to the well-loved DR EZONE 98. People loved the DR, then the next generation, just the EZONE, the 2018 EZONE, they weren't huge fans. So they're going back to the formula that works, more soft, more comfort, better feel. I love when companies listen to their customer bases. The EZONE GR created so many loyal Yonex customers, it would have been a shame for Yonex to just ignore their preferences. So who is this racket for? This racket is almost for anyone, honestly. It's got a friendly swing weight, so a lot of people should be comfortable playing it. It's got enough power. Alright, so who is this racket for? I think this racket really suits almost anyone. 3.5 and up, juniors that are growing their game, who swing fast but still aren't quite ready for the heavier rackets. This is going to be a really good one to look at. The string pattern is like right in the middle of tight and open. It gives you spin, it gives you control. I'm a huge fan of this racket, if you can't tell. The feel is super solid. It feels like a Yonex. It only gives you the vibrations that inform where you hit it on the string bed. There's no harsh vibrations damaging your wrists with shock. The stability is shockingly high for the swing weight of 317. I think whatever Yonex is doing with their production, they really make extremely stable rackets, but they still feel maneuverable. That's a really hard combination to find, is stable and maneuverable. Usually maneuverability means low weight and stability means high weight. This one somehow is stable and maneuverable. Now, what are some important rackets that you should be comparing alongside the EZONE 98 2020? It's a little bit tricky because a lot of the really popular 98s have high swing weights. This started with Wilson's Blade line. They were able to create a really polarized weight distribution, lots of weight in the handle, lots of weight in the tip, not as much in the middle, keeping the weight low and the swing weight high so you can swing fast. This is not really like that. It's less polarized or depolarized. The weight is more centralized. I think the Speed MP would be a good racket to compare this to. The Radical MP or Pro, depending on what kind of weight class you like. That would be another great comparison. The Radical has thinner up here, whereas the EZONE has thinner down here. So you could see how that compares. Definitely the Pure Strike 1619 would be one to try, and the Blade 1619. Yeah, so if you'd like to hear more from us, subscribe, hit that notification bell. so you are always aware when we post a new video. If you like this video, found it informative, give it a like. It really helps us a lot. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to comment. I'll answer any of them for you. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We're going to be posting a lot more on there. So that was the EZONE 2020. We'll see you next time with another racket review.